Hi everyone, welcome back to our Kids Aikido Home Tutorial Series. This is part 2 of 2 of the 48 Bokken Movement Kata grouped into 8 distinct groups or sections. We did the first half, the first 4 groups on the last video. Now we're going to do the second half of the 4 groups, and we're going to put it all together for you so you can do the whole thing at home. As I mentioned in the first video, this has a lot of history behind it for me. It's one I haven't really seen anywhere else in Victoria, so it's nice to keep this one alive and share it with you so that you can learn it and pass it on. One note in this is that once you get the basic movements down, you really want to work on your form and having a nice posture. I was told by Daniel Kempling Sensei, who taught this to me, that a lot of this was really about posture and tai sabaki, or body movement practice. Don't get hung up with cutting hard or trying to be forceful. Be loose and relaxed, swing the bokken, and really focus on the footwork, even though you're probably initially going to be obsessed with doing the right thing with the bokken. Eventually you just want to swing the bokken and move naturally and really work on your posture and your form in a relaxed way, okay? So today we're going to introduce a few parts or basic components that you're going to need so that you can do the entire movement. What's going to be different about this second half is we're going to introduce something that maybe you haven't seen before. So let's start by bowing this in. If it's still in your right hand and you haven't bowed it in, I'm going to put this out in front of me. I'm going to bow to my sword, move it over to the left side. Now I can bring it out and I'm ready to go. So we're going to need to learn how to move our foot off the line while blocking. Now, if I'm facing you, it's really important that you imagine that you're actually blocking a strike that's coming to my head. If it's coming to my head, first thing you want to do in the martial arts, if possible, is don't be there when the strike is coming down. So rather than receive it right here, I'm going to move off the line a bit, and I'm going to block in this manner. Notice that I can see through here. I have the handle above my head, and the bokken blade is flat, not on the sharp end up. You don't want to take the strike on the blade. Move it to the side, and there's a downward angle. Very important, because you want that strike to hit and slide off in a way. So here are the moves you're going to need to work on. Here, then you're going to step, ten-kan, and cut. Again, off to the side, step back to the line, ten-kan, and cut. When you're doing the left foot forward, or hidari hanmi, remember with the sword, you're always right-handed on top. So you're not going to switch hands. Whatever side you're on with your feet, the hands stay the same. So on the left side, it's the same thing. Off the line, and this is above my head. The difference being here is my hands are crossed on this side. But I'm still looking through. This is down at an angle. And now I'm going to step back to the line, ten-kan, and cut. Watch it again. Okay, I'll show those from a different angle. So you can just practice, if you want, a few times going back and forth. Migi hanmi. Now your hidari hanmi. Okay, good job. If you need some practice, just stop the video, practice it a few times, then come on back. The other one that's a little different, which incorporates part of what you just learned, is a different footwork. On one of them, I'm going to be pivoting on the front foot, and I'm going to be going to the perpendicular. So normally everything's been done on the line. You've noticed so far, right? We stay on this line. These last 2 sets of the 8, are tricky only in that you go away from the line, but then at the very end of the 8th set, you find your way right back to your mark if you've got your footwork right. So let's not worry about that right now, but let's work on this move. So I'm going to protect myself and do a big turn so that I'm facing sideways. So again, if I'm right foot forward, I'm going to go to my right side or my back side. So this is to block something that's coming from this angle. Somebody's attacking me from the side. I block it, I come around and cut. One more time. Okay, perpendicular. Now, if I'm doing the other side, it's the same thing. Hidari Hanmi. I'm going that way towards my brand new almond tree. I'm hoping to get some almonds this year. There's some flowers on there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm looking forward to some almonds. We love nuts in this family. We're nuts about nuts. So here we go. Again, this one is crossed. I'm blocking coming this way, then I'm going to come around and cut. Watch again. Those ones are going to be tricky if you've never done that before, so practice that one. These last two are the ones that often are the most difficult for people to learn because of that footwork. So I'm going to recap. Right foot forward and cut. If I'm Hidari Hanmi, left foot forward, I'm blocking to my left side and cutting. All right. The last basic skill you're going to need to know for today's last half of the Bokken Kata is to do this same movement perpendicular, but instead of moving forward, I'm going to be retreating. So that cut is coming in, but I'm going to step back on the perpendicular. So watch again. If I'm right foot forward, I block to my right side, then I step, ten-can, and cut. Last time on this side. And cut. Hidari Hanmi, same idea. I'm going to block to my left, but I'm going to retreat to my right. Okay, so watch. Let's show it one more time. Did you get that? If not, stop the video, practice it. You're going to need that for what's coming next if you want to do the whole pattern. Don't expect to get this all in one day. If you're new to the Bokken, it's going to take time. But once you have all of this down, the first 4 and the second 4 to make the full 8 groupings, this is a lot of fun, and you can practice this for a long time whenever you're bored and want to do something fun with the pattern. Okay, so now we're going to put them all together. So let's review what we learned in the last video, the first group of 4. Let's start with that one. Group 1. 1, 2, 3. Stepping forward, right? 4, 5, 6. Now it's with stepping backwards first. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. Again backwards. 4, 5, 6. Then we did the ten-can. So this is group number 3. I ten-can on the forward foot. 1, 2, 3. Again. 4, 5, 6. And then the 4th grouping, I actually retreat across my stomach side. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm back to my mark. Now we're ready for the new 4 that we're learning today. So here's how grouping number 5 goes. Block off to the side, step, ten-can, cut. That's all number 1. Step forward 2, and oh, actually there's no ten-can on that one. It's just forward and backwards. Let's try that again. So off to the side, blocking at an angle, step, ten-can. Now it's just going to be forward and backwards. Now I got to go back the way I came on the other side. This is number 4. Then again, forward, 5, backwards, 6. Now if you get this one down, the next grouping, number 6 group of the 8, is really easy because you do everything the same except you reverse your forward and backward stepping. So before we move on to that one, let's do this one more time together. 1, forward, 2, backwards, 3, 4, forward, 5, backwards, 6. All right, practice that a couple times and then come back to us. Okay, ready? Let's do the next part. This is grouping number 6, and it's the same as 5 except we change some of the forward and backward footing. Watch. 1, then I go backwards and forwards instead of forwards and backwards. This is number 4, and again I go backwards and forwards. So that's the only difference. Let's do it together. 1, backwards 2, forwards 3, 4, backwards 5, forwards 6. All right, now we get to the hardest 2 of the set of 8. Set number 7. This is the one where I'm going to start turning on the perpendicular. And what happens with step 7 and 8 is step 7, by the time you finish the 6 moves in step or group number 7, you're actually going to be off your mark. If you were doing this with a mark on the pavement or something, you'll say, hey, wait a second, I'm not where I started. Something must have gone wrong. Actually, that's good. What happens is grouping number 8 brings you back to the mark to complete the whole set. It's kind of cool when it actually happens for you the first time. So here we go. This one, I block to the side and I'm going to step around and step forward and cut. Then I'm going to step again for number 2, then 10 can. Here's where you're going to start to notice, hey, I'm off the mark a bit. That's okay. Now I'm going to my left side. Block, around, step forward, and back. So you should notice, if you did a good job with your footwork on this one, if your mark that you started on was right here, which is where I started, you'll be back at a diagonal by about shoulder's width for you. So I have to go back to my mark. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I'm back 45 degrees. From this one, we're going to finish it. So for this one, we're number 8, grouping number 8, we're still dealing with an attack that's coming to our side, but we're going to retreat. So I block, I step, 10 can, and cut. Again, forwards cut. Number 3 is a 10 can. Now, same thing. I'm blocking to this side, step, cut. That's number 4. 5 is step forward. 6 is cut. And I'm within about 3 inches of the mark that I started on. All right, so I hope you had fun with that. Make sure you practice everything. I'm going to do this one more time, group number 8. Then I'm going to run through the whole thing. So let's do this one with the counting without any interruption. We're going to do actually groups 7 and 8 because of the way they move off the mark and come back to the mark. So this is grouping number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it's the next grouping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How did we do? Obviously, I need some practice. I'm about this much off the mark when I come back. That's pretty normal. And what you'll find is to fix that, you've got to work on making all your steps equal. So by that I mean, you want to make sure you're not taking big steps on your left side and then little steps on your right side, for example. This is what I mean by saying that this pattern will really help your Thai sabaki. Again, that means your body movement. It's going to help you to move correctly and consistently. Whoops, bugs. We are outside. So this is what you want, something that's going to help you improve all of your Aikido. Okay, we're going to have some fun right now. We're going to do the whole grouping, all 48 movements. That's 8 groups of 6, and I'm going to count them out. So let's start at the very beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're stepping backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to 10 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to go to the rear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it's off the line. 1. Stepping forward. 2, 3, 4. Stepping forward. 5, 6. Now it's going to be with stepping backward after the cuts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stepping backwards. 5 and 6. I'm back to my mark. Here we go with all the perpendiculars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, I'm back on my mark. All right, I hope you had fun. If you need some extra practice, which I'm sure you will, I'm still needing a lot of practice to improve this. Stop the video, do it as many times as you want, and I really hope you're going to have fun with it. So now you're going to put video number 1 and 2 of this series together. And once you know all the parts, you can just come to the end of this video and watch me do the whole thing, and either do it with me or watch it. See if you can do the whole thing without making a mistake. If not, come back and watch it again and try again. Hope you had a good time with us today. I'm going to put this away. I'm going to say thank you and put it over on the peaceful side. Look forward to seeing you next time with one of our next videos. If you want to see more, go to Victoria Aikido Center YouTube channel. Check us out. It's a great day to be outside. I hope you're enjoying the weather and having some fun as well. Take care. See you next time.